guys? Martin the Martian here to review the movie Chef by Jon Favreau, starring Jon Favreau, and a really big cast, which is too long for me to list, so I'll just, maybe send a picture or something. If you guys don't know a whole lot about Jon Favreau, he has made a lot of good movies. He's made the first Iron Man movie, at least that I know of. He might have made the whole trilogy. He made the new Jungle Book that came out, a month ago, and he made Chef, this one. This is probably the 5th or 6th time I probably rewatched this movie. I love this movie so much, and it's not a recent movie, it's not a franchise or anything. It came out in 2014, but I thought I would mention it, make a review as a recommendation because I really do love this movie. Okay, so the movie Chef, guess what? It's about a chef. Jon Favreau plays this chef named Carl Casper, who was this executive chef in this very fancy and successful restaurant, which one day, through a series of events of a food critic, he loses his job and has to restart his career as a food truck owner. He opens up a food truck business, and for about the second half of the movie, it becomes this big road trip movie, and I don't mind that. I really don't. Because the characters are constantly doing something, they're constantly moving to another thing, progressing the plot forward, and it works. Now obviously it's a food truck, so they're gonna move around a lot. The movie's just great on as that. Now I have to give you a little backstory. I love myself to cook, or that doesn't sound right grammatically. I myself love to cook. I got this little cute shirt with a toque on, yeah. And so this movie just hits me at home, where I can understand what this guy is doing, what he is doing. I can understand all that fancy chopping stuff that he does in the movie. Now that's another thing. The visuals in this movie, when there is cooking going on in this movie, it looks like food porn. I implore you guys to eat before or during the movie, because you will get hungry watching this movie. And now I said the movie is about this chef rebuilding his career and everything, but it's more about him rebuilding his family with his son and his ex-wife. And I really don't mind that. It really works for what it is. The son, the kid actor, is not an annoying kid actor like most of them are. This one is really good for his age. And the ex-wife, as I mentioned, is Sofia Vergara, which also is not annoying. Now, I have nothing against kid actors and Sofia Vergara. I get the impression that with her heavy accent, people could find her annoying, but in this movie, she does a good role. It's not like Hot Pursuit or something. If any of you guys have seen that movie, she's not anything like that. Now, if any of you guys don't recognize any of these actors, how about Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson? Those two are Avengers. If any of you guys know that, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man and Scarlett Johansson is Black Widow. Now, they're not obviously that role in the movie, but those actors are in here as supporting cast, and they do great. Robert Downey Jr. only has one scene in the movie, but it's pretty good, and Scarlett Johansson does pretty good as a third-party romantic character. Now, when I said that he rebuilds his career by opening a food truck, he goes over to Miami, which is in Florida, which I'm a Floridian, so that also hits me home because I'm seeing a lot of familiar things. And it's very tropical. The whole movie, the background theme of the movie is tropical, very Hispanic. The guy opens up a Cuban food truck business, which they make Cuban sandwiches, and I'm not Cuban, but I can relate to all these things: the Spanish music, the tropical atmosphere, the Florida, cooking, everything. I can just relate to almost everything in this movie. Now, about the music that I said, the soundtrack in this movie is one of my favorite soundtracks in any movies. Here's a little taste of the soundtrack. Now, like I said, overall about this movie, I really do love the movie in seriousness, not just because it connects with me, but as a movie itself, it is really good for what it shows, how this guy cooks, and the way his character has an arc, but also the supporting characters in the movie. I thought they were great. They're not just one shining character and the rest are just meh. They were all great. Another great thing about this movie that I could say is that the movie has a lot of heart. Very similar to a couple others that I've seen, like Guardians of the Galaxy, or the very first Star Wars, or several other movies like that, where you just know it has a lot of heart. It's just very happy, very upbeat, and you walk out with a smile on your face. It's not very dramatic. It's good. It's enjoyable, and it makes you mm. This movie does a good job at utilizing the use of social media and how it can help make popularity. I'm gonna give Chef the movie a 4.8 out of 5. Yeah, there are a few things that could have improved, I guess, after rewatching it so many times, but in my opinion, it has a rewatchability feature in this movie, where by that I mean you can watch this over and over again. Maybe that's just me, but I've seen this at least 5 times, and I don't get bored of it. I can enjoy it maybe even more every time. I highly recommend you guys to check it out. I know it's on Netflix, so I just now saw it like 20 minutes ago. Go watch it if you haven't seen it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.